of you can come out. We're in a hurry.
Oh, you got the patterns. Now you got it.
K-pop Demon Hunter has captured audiences with its relatable characters, catchy music, emotional story, and impressive animation despite little promotion. Its success could inspire Netflix to expand the franchise into a series, which this video explores.
Our ultimate duty.
Number 1. The mystery of Roomie's parents. When it comes to backstories, one of the biggest unanswered questions from the original film is what happened to Roomie's parents. We're told that her mother died when she was very young, which led Celine to step in as her adoptive parent. Her father, however, is never spoken of, other than being revealed as a demon, the source of the markings that make Roomie resemble the very creatures she fights against. We're never given any context about her parents, how they came together, or what caused their deaths. An episode could dive into their past through flashbacks, revealing their story. Another could show Roomie pressing Celine for answers, or Mira and Zoe prying with uncomfortable questions once they learn the truth about her. The directions are limitless, but at the core, I just want to finally know what really happened. Number 2. Character histories. We only get short glimpses into the main characters' histories. By the time we meet them, they're already celebrated idols performing in packed stadiums. Their fame comes from years of effort and sacrifice, forcing them to leave behind their former lives. The characters themselves seldom discuss those origins. Most of what we learn about their backgrounds comes from their fans, who piece together the details of their journeys into music.
Nobody can move like Mira.
Roomie, the daughter of a former artist, was raised by Celine, and now serves as Huntrix's lead vocalist. As the centerpiece of the group, she was trained from birth to take on the role of a hunter. Mira, on the other hand, was cast aside by her family because of her rebellious streak, while Zoe grew up in the United States, facing difficulties in finding both a sense of belonging and meaning for her songwriting. Episodes exploring their childhoods could shed important light on the decisions Huntrix makes. They might reveal the roots of Mira's insecurity, explain Zoe's tendency to please others, or uncover the shared experiences that allowed the three to bond and discover their collective voice. Third on the list, past generations of hunters. Once again, the film gives us brief glimpses of earlier hunters. Most memorably, we see different trios across the decades, each adapting their style and music to match the trends of their era. A series could easily devote a few episodes to exploring these past groups, perhaps through old records, personal journals, or first-hand stories.
With this connection, the first hunters created...
I'm not certain where Selena resides, but her home seems to serve as a training ground for future hunters. As a former hunter herself, she would certainly have plenty of stories to pass on to Roomie and the others. In a series, Selene could appear regularly, assisting Huntrix and offering wisdom drawn from her own experiences in a group. She might provide tips on defeating specific demons, balancing personal life with duty, and reinforcing the Hunmoon through teamwork.
Victories within your reach.
Number 4. Gimma's history. Gimma is another character whose backstory is notably absent. The film begins with a narration about the very first hunters who fought back the darkness by spreading hope and vitality among the people. United by their emotions and their songs, they forged the Hunmoon, a barrier that keeps Guima from breaking through to Earth. Guima survives long past each generation of hunters, watching them age over the decades while he patiently waits, releasing his demons through the cracks in hopes that one will discover a way to free him. We come to know quite a lot about the hunters, at least in terms of their appearance, behavior, and consistency, since their morals, methods, and overall mission remain largely the same. By contrast, almost nothing is revealed about Gimma, where he came from, how he gained his abilities, how those powers function, or what he truly gains from tormenting countless souls at once. We do know he manipulates his demons by exploiting their shame, but why he favors that particular form of cruelty remains unclear. With more depth, he could be an incredibly compelling villain. Number 5. The magical beings of the story. In addition to his musical talent and show-stopping performances, Ginu is accompanied by distinctive animal companions who play key roles in the film. The tiger and the magpie support Roomie on her journey, offering guidance when she feels lost, carrying messages, and even leading her to significant places. Yet we're never told how Ginu acquired these mystical creatures, where they came from, or whether they hold magical abilities. Personally, I'd say the answer is yes, especially since the tiger can pass through objects and even carry Roomie across the sky. A series absolutely needs an episode dedicated to uncovering the origins of these animals and the secrets of their magic. Number 6. Ginu's dark origins. I really admired Demon Ginu. Everyone did. He was kind-hearted and never intended to harm anyone. But what stood out to me was his wit and determination. There's a moment where a swarm of demons trembles before Guima, only for Ginu to step in, bringing music, charisma, and a bargain to the table. He carried himself with such confidence that I doubt he would have left that encounter without securing exactly what he wanted.
Now all he does is starve.
I really liked how the other demons stepped aside during Ginu's first appearance. It suggested he carried a reputation that commanded respect. On top of that, Guima even addressed him by name. While it's possible Guima communicates with all his demons telepathically and simply recalled who Ginu was, it would be far more compelling if Ginu had earned that recognition through his own deeds.
Just a whisper in the dark.
Was he violent toward others in the demon realm? Could he be a cunning trickster who deceives those around him? Or does he stay preoccupied with humanity and their struggles?
New strategy. Fight the hunters where they
Number 7. Romantic connections. One of the film's biggest weaknesses lies in how it handles romance. That said, it's worth noting the story does lean heavily on romantic themes that push the plot forward. Roomie would never have been able to face Guima without Ginu's sacrifice, which gave her a second chance to win. That moment of selflessness won over countless fans, even if it only happened at the film's conclusion. Many of us wished we had more time to see that side of him develop and shine with additional screen time. Roomie and Ginu weren't the only romance teased in the story. Even though they kept their interactions fairly light, both Mira and Zoe were linked to certain members of the Saja Boys, and fans even came up with ship names for them based on who they believed would make the best match. Mira and Zoe admired the Saja Boys for their appearance, and more than once they were shown sneaking glances at their rivals during the film. Still, keeping an eye on the competition wasn't entirely negative. It gave Huntrix extra motivation to rehearse before confronting their opponents on the battlefield. With constant demon hunting and Huntrix's non-stop meet and greets, the group hardly had time for themselves, let alone romantic relationships. Still, one thing is certain. Any romances that do develop would quickly become some of the most beloved elements of a future series.
Hey, we can reschedule another live show within days.
I think it's safe to say that a K-pop Demon Hunters series would be welcomed by fans everywhere. The movie itself could easily act as a pilot or prologue, setting the stage for the story to continue as we follow Huntrix on their journey to fortify the new Hun Moon and reignite hope among their supporters.
Gold? Yeah, I can't believe we're doing it.
Of course, some new threat would need to emerge to push them back into the world of demon hunting. But that's a challenge for the writers to create and for us to eventually discover. So, what about you? Would you be interested in seeing the story continue? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below.
Nobody else gets to decide if you feel it.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll always know when we post something new.